Good evening, peoples. Bear with me a couple of minutes. Let's see if I've got this working correctly. Talk amongst yourself. Sapper here from Veterans Radio Net. If you don't know what Veterans Radio Net is, where have you been the past 5.5 years? VRN, Veterans Radio Net, the naffy of the airwaves. Yep, that is working. Now, just let me try and get this done. I'm trying to share this onto my own Facebook page as well. Let's see if that is happening. Want to have a chat with you guys. Yeah, it's working there. And it's working there, I think. Let me give it some volume. No, I can't because I've got the volume. The volume is down on the computer because Veterans Radio Net is live on air right now. Our mate Q, former Royal Engineer like myself, all the way, lives in Belgium now. And he's presenting a show. Well, now for the next hour. Yeah, he does a 2-hour show, 7 till 9 tonight, and well, last night as well. Good evening to you all. Got a big ask of you guys. As you can see, I'm broadcasting out on British military veterans. Sorry, no, not on British Media Force. And my big ask is about Friday. Coming Friday, the 15th of June, there is going to be a rally in Parliament Square. The rally is organised by Justice for Northern Ireland Veterans. Now, I did say last week in one of these little broadcasts that I couldn't make it. And I was going to be standing outside an MP's office in a town called Wellingborough. Peter Bone, you might know him, he's quite an outspoken chap. Might have heard the name. Excuse me. Well, change of plan. British Media Force have they contacted me. They asked me to become an admin on this site, and they've asked me to cover events like this one on Friday. They obviously liked what I did just over a week ago, 2nd of June, when I covered the Veterans United Against Suicide rally in London. I did a lot of Facebook streaming like this, and they've asked me to do it for them for this event on Friday and other events, and very graciously they've said they will cover my travelling expenses. So I've accepted, and on Friday the 15th at 11 AM I will be in Parliament Square with anybody else that's turning up for the rally. I'll be doing a lot of Facebook streaming here on British Forces Media, and if I can on a couple of other sites as well. Not sure if I can do that or not, but we'll see. But definitely on this site. And I will also be taking a recording device down with me to try and get 1 or 2 interviews with key people for my radio show on Veterans Radio Net on Monday night. Now, here comes the big ask. Justice for Northern Ireland Veterans, British Media Force, all the big sites, they know that not everybody can make a rally in London. Umpteen different reasons, distance, family, work, financial. We get that. We're real human beings. We understand. We have lives, we have families. But that doesn't mean to say that you can't get involved. I will post it on this site. It's on my Facebook page at the moment. I have written a letter. It's called a letter a letter from a veteran. And I'll copy and post that in a moment. I have also spent the last, quite a few hours over the last couple of days creating a list of over 600 current MPs. The list is bang up to date. As I say, it's on my Facebook page. It can be copied and downloaded. Now there's the letter that I've written. The big ask is this. Between the hours of 7 p.m. tomorrow evening and 7 a.m. Friday morning, could you copy that letter that I've just put up there, go to the email list, which will be up here very soon. Could you email that letter, or if you want to take the time to write your own, do that. Email it to at least half a dozen MPs, picked at random from that list of 600. How long would that take? If you use the letter I've written, how long would it take you? Copy and paste, bish bosh bash, 30 minutes, you could knock out, well, probably in 15 minutes, you could knock out half a dozen emails. If you wanted to go further, you could pick one MP, send it to that MP, and CC 3 or 4 others in. You could do that 4 or 5 times. Now, if, like a lot of us do, you think that any veteran should be frightened about being hounded by these blood-sucking, ambulance-chasing lawyers using government money, public funds, to investigate what they did in Northern Ireland or anywhere else. If you think that is wrong, like I do, that's why I've done this, then please, don't leave it to other people. Don't think, well, there's plenty out there that'll do it, because they might think the same thing. Between 7 p.m. Thursday evening, tomorrow evening, and 7 a.m. Friday morning, there are enough of us just on this one site, British Media Forces. If we all randomly picked half a dozen, and I'm going to pick a damn sight more than that, believe me, tomorrow evening. But if we all randomly picked half a dozen and sent that letter or something like it to them, when they get into Parliament, and Friday is a sitting day, so all the MPs should be there, when they get in on Friday morning, we can swamp their email system. We can make our voice heard by doing that. Now, this will go out over other sites as well. We could hit Parliament 9 o'clock Friday morning when they open their emails. We could hit them with tens, even hundreds of thousands of emails, all saying the same thing. Chasing after our veterans for doing what good sailors, soldiers and airmen do, i.e. follow orders, is wrong. Giving public funds to legal firms to come and harass, and it's not just veterans, they were going on to military camps and harassing for the Iraq-Afghanistan scandal a couple of years back. That got stopped. Chasing our Northern Ireland veterans needs to be stopped. If it doesn't, where's it going to end? When's it going to end? I'm going to change that question now. When are we going to end it? When are we going to tell those in Westminster and Whitehall we're fed up? No ordinary sailor, soldier or airman ever started a conflict. All right, we've ended a good few. Job done. But we didn't start them. We didn't choose to go to the conflict zone or zones that we went to. We were good servicemen and women. We followed the orders that came from up there, from above us. It's part of the oath of allegiance. I know the Navy do something different, but you know, my oath of allegiance here, and of generals and officers set over me. Part of mine, that's the end of my oath of allegiance. And that's all we ever did, wasn't it? We followed the orders given to us. And now our family members, our brothers and sisters are being hounded. Where does it end? When does it end? When are we going to end it? Now's the time. You can't get to Parliament. I couldn't. Not this Friday, until British Media Force said they would pay my train fare. And I'll be eternally grateful for them for that. As I say, I'll be down there. I'll be doing a lot of live streaming on Friday. Also get some interviews for the radio station for Monday. Can you please take 15 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour? There's the letter. No, that's the wrong one. Bear with me. It's here somewhere. It is here somewhere, believe me. The list of 600 plus. Do you know there are 650 constituencies in the UK? There are 649 sitting MPs, so one constituency doesn't have an MP. Not all of them, there's a couple of dozen missing from this list of that 649, because they do not have an email address that ends in @parliament.co.uk. Whether they are new MPs from the recent by-elections or whatever, I don't know. Jeremy Corbyn's got two. Leader at Labour, and then he's Jeremy Corbyn or whatever. But I have gone through the list from the parliamentary site that shows you how to find your MP. And I've gone through that list. And I have individually gone to every single one of those MPs and grabbed their parliamentary email address. So this is bang up to date. And there's the, what am I putting it? Comment, there's the comment. Is that working? Come on, Campbell. I'll make this work. Bear with me. I ain't the technical genius, but somehow I will make this thing work. I've got the video running. I've got the letter on there. Why isn't this? There. Now then, let's put it in there. That, folks, when I hit that key, something went wrong. There's a temporary problem with the post. Please try again in a few moments. The list will go up. You go to my Facebook page, Sapper Ken. The list is already on there. It will go on this page. It will go on others. As I say, it is 600 plus MPs. I've offered it to the list, and they've taken it, the Democrat and Veterans Party. I've offered it to the Veterans and People's Party. I'll offer it to groups like Veterans United Against Suicide and other groups. It's there. So, you know, people can take it. What I don't want, what nobody wants, if you don't use my letter, if you want to write your own, please be respectful. As veterans and current service personnel, we have a hell of a lot of respect from the great British public. They are fantastic. What we don't want is that respect to get dented or damaged. So if you're going to do this, and I see people saying, I've sent to my MP. I did ask, between 7 PM tomorrow and 7 AM Friday. You can line it up in your email and have it all ready. You can do that tonight. But what is required is that when those MPs get into their parliamentary offices and open their emails Friday morning, want them flooded. Pick half a dozen at random from that alphabetical list. The hard work in that sense has been done. The list will get used for other things by other people. Fantastic. Please, don't just pick the first 6 names. Go through random. There are hundreds of thousands of us. If we each picked 6 names. What's going on here? Sorry, my computer screen is doing something silly. If we each pick 6 names at random, we could swamp their email system. Oh, I'm back on the screen now. We could swamp their email system on Friday. Then they could look out their windows and see the rally in Parliament Square. Peaceful, respectful rally. Please, guys, this is our family we're talking about. Right now it's Northern Ireland vets. It was the Iraq and the Afghanistan. Where, if we don't stand up now, where is it going to end? Who's next? The government, this one and past ones, have made the British Armed Forces into a bloody laughing stock anyway. They've cut it so much. Aircraft carrier without aeroplanes, you know, and all the rest of it. They sold our Harriers to the Americans for peanuts. The American said, thank you very much. They're all parked up in a desert somewhere. More spare parts than the Americans can shake a stick at. They made us a laughing stock. When's it going to end? If they keep prosecuting veterans, our recruiting offices are going to dry up. Because let's face it, who in the right mind would want to sign up? You know, it's bad. You sign up, you know you might go to war. Okay, fine. Sign up or don't sign up. We all did. Or our family members did. You know somebody that did. But who the hell in the right mind is going to say, all right, I sign up, I might get sent to a conflict zone. Okay. But in 10 years' time, some lawyer's going to come and try and prosecute me. I wouldn't sign up again for that. Would you? Please. The list of emails is there. The letter is there. Use it as it is. Alter it a little bit if you wish, or just use it as ideas to make your own letter up. we want to flood those MPs. Pick a couple of, Theresa May. What's his name? Corbyn. Pick a couple of the well-known ones. Send it to them. But CC it to 3 or 4 others. Let us make them listen to us. When I was down in London on the 2nd of June, the first Saturday of this month, doing all the live streaming from the Veterans United Against Suicide rally, I said on there, it was a peaceful, respectful rally. Won't have it any other way. Don't want any rubbish. Don't want it. I said, by being quiet, people were taking notice of us. By being dignified, by being respectful. That's what our training was all about. People will have to listen to us. On the radio station, Veterans Radio Net. I'm going to keep plugging that, shamelessly. One of our slogans is our time, our place, our voice. Well, the time for that is now, guys. It's Friday morning, 11 a.m, Parliament Square. We understand not everybody could get there. We would love to see tens of thousands. But we could see tens, hundreds of thousands of emails. Hit those MPs right between the eyes Friday morning. 15 minutes, 20 minutes, guys. That's what we're asking of you. That's what I'm asking of you. Please, please, please. If you can do 2 dozen, if you can do 200, fantastic. If you can do 5 or 6, absolutely great. But please don't leave it to others. Now is a time for us all to take action. Now is the time to say, I'm going to have my say. You've got to say that as well, guys. On this one Facebook site, British Media Force, 100 and something thousand followers, 180,000 followers. If you go to Justice for Northern Ireland Veterans, thousands of followers on there. If you go to Stop Our Armed Forces being arrested for doing their jobs, thousands on there. Don't be the one that says, I'm going to let this be done by somebody else. Please be the one that says, I'm going to do my bit. Thursday night, Friday morning, after the kids have gone to bed, before I go to work, after I get home from work, whatever. I'm going to take that 15, 20 minutes, half an hour, whatever, to become part of this. It's there. The majority of the work has been done for you if you want it that way. As I say, rewrite your own letter. Just please be respectful. Don't rant, don't rage, don't call people names. We will lose respect to the British people, the British public, if we do that. So please, please, please. Don't be a keyboard warrior sitting at home saying, it's wrong, I'm fed up with this. Be a keyboard lion. Get on and roar. 600 plus email addresses there. If I've made the odd mistake, I'm sorry. I was up at 4 o'clock this morning working on that. I finished it this afternoon. Also did 4 hours radio. I also appeared on BFBS radio this morning. Did anybody hear that? The Battle of the Breakfast Clubs. I managed to get Veterans Radio Net a plug on BFBS as well. But I did the Battle of the Breakfast Clubs for the breakfast club I attend, Northants Armed Forces and Veterans Breakfast Club. And I scored 10 out of 10 on the quiz. I'm in the Hall of Fame, apparently, and I'm going to get a medallion sent to me. How about you guys scoring 10 out of 10? 10 randomly picked MP's emails from that list. That letter that I've posted, or a letter like it. Score yourself 10 out of 10. Please. For way too long, we've sat and we've moaned, and I'm as guilty as it as anybody. I've sat and I've moaned about it. They treat us badly this way. They don't respect us that way. I've been that person. I don't want to be that person anymore. Positive action. Making that list up was knackering. One at a time, one at a time, one at a time. But I got there. It's now out there for you to use. I will be in London on Friday. I will do live streaming, try and talk to a few people, key people, on Friday on Facebook, and maybe get a couple of interviews, if I can, for my Hard Talk show on Veterans Radio Net Monday night. It's there. Please, please, please. Do something about it, guys. Because if we don't, nobody else will. They will keep treating us the way they are treating us. They will treat our family, our brothers and our sisters, the way they're doing it right now. When does it stop? It starts stopping now. Right here with you. And you, and you, and you. 7 o'clock, from 7 o'clock tomorrow evening to 7 o'clock Friday morning. Please do it. We can flood their email system. It will be a statement they cannot ignore. I'm Sapper, guys. I operate Veterans Radio Net, the naffy of the airways. You don't know it? Where have you been for 5.5 years, as I said at the beginning of this? If you Google 2 words, Veterans Radio, you'll see the cream floating to the top. Veterans Radio Net, the naffy of the airways. Sorry, gotta cut that, because I'm doing this on my phone. That's why this badge is back to front. I'll catch up with that phone call in a minute. Hold on, I missed it. Go away, telephone. I'm using you as a camera. Please, guys, it's up to you. What else can I do? I've made the list up. There is a letter. Use it. Use it as a guideline, make your own. But it is over to you. There will be boots on the ground on Friday. My polished shoes. I'll be there suited and booted. Berry, coat eye, Falcon's medal. The lot. You can't make it to London. Understand. I couldn't make it to Bristol if it was there. You know, that's just geography, it's fact of life. But you can do something. You can be part of this positive action. Let's protect those, our brothers and sisters, who, in a frontline situation, would risk their lives to protect us. serving men and women right now, current service personnel, are risking their lives to keep this country safe, as we did when it was our turn. We signed up to protect the freedoms and the liberties of this nation. Let us use those freedoms and liberties for ourselves and our brothers and sisters. There are lots of messages gone up there, and I will shortly try and read back through them. It moves at times too quick. Roy there is just saying, see you Friday. Justice for Northern Ireland veterans. Yeah. Find them on Facebook. I'll be posting this over. If it hasn't already been shared, I'll be sharing it with them shortly. But please, guys, please, don't leave it to the few. We are many. And doing something like this, we will have a voice that they cannot ignore. And it's not just Northern Ireland veterans. This can be done for Veterans United Against Suicide. We can do it for mental health. We can do it for the criminal justice system and the way it treats our ex-forces personnel. All sorts. We've got the power. We've just got to use it. Please start using it as of 7 o'clock tomorrow evening. Between 7 p.m. Thursday and 7 a.m. Friday, please do those emails. Let's tell them they've got to stop treating us like crap. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you to those who do something about this in advance. I'll thank you. Let's try and melt, or send into meltdown, the email system at Parliament. You've been great. You've been very gracious to listen to me. I'm Sapper Ken from Veterans Radio Net. Definitely be doing this on Friday from central London. But for now, guys, the rest of your evening, be safe and enjoy yourselves. But please, please don't be the one that says, oh, somebody else will do it. Be the one that says, yeah, I'm going to do it. What's this? Bill Robson. I made a comment yesterday that all parents should discourage their kids from being used and then abandoned by the state. Yeah, I think that's in reference to what I was saying, Bill. I mean, who would want, in the right mind, would want to sign up to join the Navy, the Army, the Air Force, with the potential of being sent to a hostile area, a war zone, only then to be hounded and prosecuted 10, 40 years later? Doesn't make it a very appetising thought, does it? You know, doesn't make it look like a job with prospects. It's got to stop. We can stop it. You, me. We were trained to work as one. Let's use that training. I've taken up enough of your time, guys. The letter's there. The email list is there. It's over to you. Sapper Ken signing off for the night. Be safe, be good. Be respectful. Cheers now. Bye-bye.